Hello everyone, welcome back again to my channel. If you're into my channel, please don't fail to subscribe and hit the subscribe button and like my video, and also help me to share. It's a new channel, I'm trying to grow up, so help me to share. Today I was just in my kitchen today and this thing was coming through my mind, was going rolling through my mind. I said, why do our African brothers, I won't say about African brothers, yeah, maybe African brothers, yeah, why do we leave our loved ones when they have been diagnosed with a heinous? Why do we do that? Especially in this part of the world. You know, I'm a single mom, and also I'm a single woman. I'm not in any serious relationship at the moment. So I have opportunity to come across different people, and they keep telling me their stories. Oh my God. And sometimes when I go to the shopping center and I see especially African people, they are always alone, right? They're always alone on the wheelchair. People have come across as well that have spoke to me about the diagnosis and what happened to them. They are always alone. They have been abandoned. I would say 80% of them have been abandoned by their loved ones, right? You know, marriage, right, is for better, for worse. But our people always don't choose the worst side. They always choose the better. They don't think about when the worst scenario happens, how am I going to cope with my loved ones? They don't think about that. They don't want to think about that aspect at all. But our people always think about the good, jolly, 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 jolly. But you know, life is not all about jolly, jolly, jolly. There's always problems. And I keep saying this, the only time problems goes away is when we die. When, as far as we are still alive, we will always encounter issues, problems. We as a human being, it's our ability to be able to cope with that problem and live with it. Let's say, for example, that somebody have a chronic condition. We have to learn to live with that chronic condition and still be happy. You know, but unfortunately, the community I come from, people don't pity you when you have chronic condition. People, that is where you see the worst side of people. That's when you see people abandoning you. That is when you see that when you start a relationship, if you have a chronic condition, it doesn't work out because the person is secretly inside his heart or our heart discriminating against you and doesn't want anything to do with you. Just want to end their relationship quickly and move to the next one. But the funny thing is those that live a person sorry for a chronic condition and go and start another relationship, and let's say, for example, you get married. What if in future this your partner you get married to develop a chronic condition? Are you also going to leave that your partner and marry another person? Or if you develop a chronic condition, how will you feel? Your partner deserts you on your problem and with your problem and go and marry somebody else. How will you feel? Will you feel bad? Yes, you will feel bad, because that is life, you know, because you don't like somebody to do that to you. So why do you want to do it to somebody else? You see? So, you know, like I said, I've come across different scenarios where people have issues. Then you see the family members. Then I'm talking about people that have been diagnosed with chronic condition like diabetes, like cancer, like HIV, like multiple sclerosis, like Hep C. There are so many diseases that people are not aware of. People are only aware of cancer, people are only aware of HIV, but people are not aware of other chronic progressive conditions that can kill, you know, in years time. People are not aware in my community. They're not aware of MS, multiple sclerosis. That's a progressive condition that breaks our immune system, or nerve damage. People are not aware of those ones, or Hep C that damage the liver. That's where you can get it through sexual intercourse. People are not aware about that. People are only aware of cancer. When they hear about cancer or when they hear about HIV, oh, the death sentence. But unfortunately, I will tell you guys that it's not actually a death sentence. No, it's not actually a sentence. People do live with it, and you can live life normally if you have chronic condition. You can still be happy and live life normally. But the thing is that don't tell people you have chronic condition, my friends. If you tell people, people will start treating you in a different limelight. I'm telling you. The only people I know that have the right to know about your chronic condition, if you have one, is your doctor and your children. Your children. Not if you are single, you're not yet married, you don't have kids, you can tell your sister or your brother, but it's not every brother or sister that are close. It depends on the kind of family you come from. If you are from a good family and you have this unity among you, you can tell, you disclose your problem to your brother or sister. But if you are from a toxic family, when you see that you and your brother or your sister, you guys are not in good terms, or you have a jealous brother or a jealous sister, then don't tell them your problem. You keep it to yourself, because once you tell them your problem, they'll use that your problem against you, and they won't frustrate you more. Yeah, you see, our African people, when they see that their brother or their friends or wherever have a chronic condition, they start treating you differently. Like I said before, they start making you feel bad about yourself. Some of them start making mockery of you. They start telling you, saying that, oh, it was because of the bad that you did years ago, that is why karma have catch up with you, that's why you have this chronic condition. Or some of them will start, they don't want to share themselves with you anymore. Like I said, they are in a relationship with you, they will end that relationship quickly and move on to another person. And also, how will I say it again? There are all things that happens when you tell people about your credit condition. So if you want my own advice, you want to ask me, I'll tell you, please, when you have a credit condition, don't tell anybody. If you want to live life happy, don't disclose it. The only people that have right to know is people from that chronic condition group, right? And your doctor and your husband or your wife or your children. Those are the people that really, and your doctor, that's the people that really have right to know. Or your partner. Yeah, if you are a single woman or single man, you can tell your partner that you're having sexual intercourse with, that this is what is wrong with you. But for this, if you tell some partner, they will run away, they won't take you serious, they'll just do what they want to do with you and just move on to the next partner, next available person, which is very painful. But those are the things you come across when you are dealing with chronic condition. You encounter discrimination, you encounter self-pity. So people can start making friends with you because self-pity. And you encounter people that start using you. You know, when they see you have little money, or they start trying to collect money from you, and they don't want to share themselves with you as well. So a lot of things that goes with it. And one thing I want to say, that our African people, when their partner is diagnosed with problem, they just run away. Most of them run away. They don't stay with you. That's the sad truth about our people. They are not supportive. They are not supportive. They will run away, and some of them will start saying that it's karma that catch up with you, and they will start making you feel bad about your situation. You know, there's so many things that goes on in the African community. You know, people makes you feel bad about yourself. So the best part is this: if you have a problem, like I said, don't discuss with people. Don't tell anybody. So people can accept you for who you are. Don't tell people that are the only people that have right to know. Like I said, it's your family, your child, your husband, your wife, your doctor, or your group of that sickness group you are. Maybe if it's a diabetes group, you can discuss your things with them online. But generally, people outside, don't tell them, because they'll make you feel miserable. They'll start counting the days of your life as if you are going to die the next minute. You know, they don't know that different things can kill somebody. Somebody can just die. Somebody can be walking around and just collapse and die. They don't know that. You know, people just hear when you have a chronic condition, they start treating you differently. They start making you feel bad about yourself. You know, do you know that some relation, when you tell them about your chronic condition, do you know some of them don't want anything to do with you? They don't want you to come to their house anymore. They don't want you to even sit in the chair or even sit in the bed, because they feel you are going to infect that bed with the disease, with your chronic condition. They don't want you to sit in a bed. You see the discrimination. The discrimination is so much in our community. So what I want to try to say is that our African community, we should learn to show empathy, show compassion on people for people living with chronic health conditions, because you never know, it can happen to you tomorrow. It can happen to your brother or to your children or to your wife. It can happen to any time, to anybody. We need to learn how to show empathy, show compassion, have that feeling that, oh, this person is going through this thing, let me support the person. Don't say, oh, I don't want to come close to this person. No, don't say that, because you don't know what is waiting for you along the road, on your way, on your journey of life. You don't know. That's what I want to say. You don't know. So it's very important we should show compassion on people, because I've seen a scenario that when some people have chronic condition, you tell, maybe you're a single person, you tell somebody that, oh, I have this and that. Do you know this? They'll say, okay, fine, no problem. We can get on with it. We get on with it. But the problem is, when you start getting on with that person, maybe after 2 times or 3 times, the person start showing his attitude. You start giving you distance. He doesn't want to do it anymore, because he's not scared. Oh, this guy have this, or this boy have this. He's not cutting you off. Then somebody that will show you love constantly is not showing you love maybe once in 3 weeks. You know, that is discrimination that African people face when they are being diagnosed with a chronic condition. They'll face a lot of discrimination, and our society needs to learn how to show empathy, compassion for people living with chronic condition, because, like I said, it can happen to anybody. There's a lot of things happen to people: high blood pressure, kidney failure, so many things. It can happen to any time, anything, to anybody. So we need to show that empathy. It's very important. It's very important, because it's very supportive work. When somebody have a chronic condition, that is when they need love. That's when they need compassion. That is when they need support. They don't need you showing discrimination. They don't need that. It will make them fall into depression if they are not strong enough to just fall into depression. Pam. So for now, I would say, I still have another thing I want to talk about partners. You know, I've seen a scenario that where a partner, right, know that when he see that a husband or his husband or his wife is being diagnosed with a problem, do you know the partner will just help that woman for a while, or that man for a while. The next thing, he will just divorce the woman or just run away. I've seen 2 scenarios that happens to our African brothers, where their wife chased them out when they had one had blood heart problem. It was that one was having hole in his heart, so his wife chased him away. His wife was a nurse, so yeah, his wife was a nurse. She was a nurse. So when he found out that his husband is having heart issues, she started sleeping around with different with another man. I think they're from Yoruba. Let's sleeping around with another man, and that's how this woman pushed this man away. And this woman is an adult nurse. That's how she pushed her husband away, and they have 2 kids, 2 boys. So that's how some women are very wicked. They just kick you off when you are battling a chronic condition. And I've also seen a situation where a man also left his wife when his wife had a stroke. Right? He left his wife. So I think this is really wrong, because I used to work as a home care, and when I go to people's houses, I see how people, especially this foreign or Caucasian people, white people, I see most of them live with their partners. You know, you can still live with your partner if your partner have a diagnosis. You can still live with your partner and still be happy, live together, have sex. It's still normal, because it doesn't stop anything. If you feel like going out to go, maybe go and shit, you can still go and shit, but you still need to come back to the house and be with your partner, because you never can tell what will happen to you that's been running away from your partner. You never can tell what will happen to you. You know, things are happening, but people don't see it. People see the good side of things. They don't really see the bad side of things, like what I'm seeing every day at my place of work. So we need to show compassion for people living with health conditions. It's very important. We need to learn how to start loving people with chronic conditions, because you never can tell. It might happen to you, it might happen to your brother, it might happen to your sister, it might happen to your wife, it might happen to anybody. So for now, one peace, and don't forget to subscribe.